Okay, so every night you look up and there are something like 200 billion stars burning just across our own galaxy.
It's incredible.
But, for over 60 years now, our best telescopes, everything we point out there, it's just, well, scientists call it deadly silence.
Right, that's silence.
It's this huge cosmic mystery. And it kind of leads us right into the Fermi paradox, doesn't it? This massive gap between how likely aliens should be mathematically and the fact that we just don't see any evidence. Where is everybody?
Well, what if that silence is actually the answer itself? Think about it. What if intelligent life is really common out there?
Okay.
But the older, more advanced civilizations have sort of agreed to keep younger species like us in, well, protected isolation.
Like a cosmic zoo.
Yeah.
Or a nature preserve, you mentioned.
Exactly. That's the core of the zoo hypothesis. And today, we're diving deep into these sources you've shared, looking at some pretty surprising bits of evidence that suggest maybe we are being watched consistently, coordinated even.
Okay, let's unpack that then. So we're looking for patterns, right? Things that hint we might not be alone, and maybe we never have been. One of the first things that jumps out from the material is this whole thing with impossible archaeology.
Oh, definitely. I mean, you look at sites like Sacsayhuaman down in Peru.
Yeah, those walls are incredible.
They are massive stones, right? Hundreds of tons, cut with this amazing precision, interlocking perfectly, and supposedly built without the wheel, without advanced tools.
It just doesn't add up with what we think they had back then.
Exactly. It's an engineering feat that still kind of baffles us. It suggests, well, maybe a level of technology or even assistance that just shouldn't have been possible then. A subtle hint, perhaps, of some kind of intervention.
And talking about things happening unexpectedly fast, you can't ignore the speed of our own technological growth, can you?
No, you really can't.
I mean, think about it. Horse and buggy to landing on the moon in, less than 70 years?
It's astonishing, isn't it, that jump?
It feels almost unprecedented in human history.
It really does. This acceleration, particularly this past century or so, it almost seems too perfect, too smooth,
Yeah.
For some researchers looking at this, it raises that question. Has there been some kind of subtle underlying influence? Maybe a few timely nudges helping us get past critical points, steering our progress in a way that feels just a little too convenient to be purely organic.
Okay, and this is where it gets really interesting today. Modern UAP sightings. Because we're not just talking blurry photos anymore, are we?
Not at all. Now you've got consistent, often very credible accounts, radar data too, often coming from highly trained people like military pilots,
Right.
describing these unidentified aerial phenomena, these UAPs, moving in ways that just seem to defy our current understanding of physics.
Impossible speeds, impossible turns.
Precisely. The sheer number and the consistency of these sightings, often showing what looks like really advanced propulsion and maneuvering, it makes them hard to just dismiss. It strongly suggests, the presence of some kind of non-human technology. And it's operating with a level of control and secrecy that actually fits perfectly if you're thinking about a hidden observation strategy.
They don't seem hostile, mostly. Just watching.
Exactly. Watching. And if you look even further back, which the sources do, you find these ancient accounts of sky beings pretty much everywhere.
It's a really powerful pattern when you see it laid out.
It is. From, the gods of Sumer and Egypt coming down from the heavens to Aboriginal Dreamtime stories, Native American myths about star people. The core narratives are often strikingly similar.
All over the globe.
Right. These aren't just isolated little stories. They seem woven into the fabric of human history itself, describing interactions, sometimes even direct teaching, from beings who arrive from the sky. Consistently, way back before written history sometimes. It really suggests a long-term presence.
Okay, so if you put all that together, these ancient puzzles, our sudden tech leaps, the modern UAPs that we can't explain, these ancient stories, it does start to paint a picture, doesn't it, of ongoing observation.
It does, and that leads to another fascinating idea from the research. How we seem to have navigated these so-called great filter challenges.
The great filter. The idea that something wipes out civilizations before they get interstellar.
Exactly. Those existential crises, right? Like
Yeah.
nuclear war, maybe environmental collapse, pandemics. The things that should, statistically perhaps, wipe out civilizations like ours while they're still young.
And we've definitely had some close calls.
We certainly have. Humanity's faced several potential filters, and somehow, often just barely, we've managed to pull back from the brink.
Luck.
Maybe. Or it raises that intriguing possibility. Were those near misses just luck? or perhaps subtle interventions. A bit of guidance from our galactic observers, just keeping us on track.
So, wrapping this up, looking at all the material you brought forward, these different threads, ancient anomalies, our tech boom, modern sightings, old myths, they do seem to point pretty consistently towards some kind of coordinated long-term observation.
Which brings us to a really important question, I think. If this zoo hypothesis holds any water, then maybe our current global challenges, climate change, nuclear threats again, developing advanced AI, maybe these are like our final exams.
Our evaluation tests for, what, galactic citizenship?
Potentially. The evidence in these sources could suggest our graduation day from this cosmic isolation might actually be getting closer.
Yeah.
I mean, our observers, if they exist, they've certainly been patient for a millennia.
Wow. That idea of galactic citizenship, it really changes how you think about humanity's place in the universe, doesn't it?
Completely.
It forces us to look inward, really. If the universe is watching, if maybe we're on the verge of something bigger, what kind of cosmic citizens do we want to be? It feels like the choice is ours now, to actively show, the wisdom, the cooperation, the responsibility that such a huge role would demand.